else. Alright, here we go. Rabbit. Rabbit. Stop making me look bad. Rabbit. Rabbit. Yes, it is true. We are back. Welcome back, guys, to the Rant Review Gaming. I got preemptively talked into this. I didn't get talked into it. I got convinced to do this today. I was watching a stream on Twitch, and there was this person playing Once Human, and I've had the Once Human bug for a little bit now. I haven't played for months, and as you can see, a lot has changed since then. So catch up quick, complete tasks, obtain star crawl, all this stuff. So there's a lot that I haven't done. So what we're gonna do is, a year after, it's almost been a year since Once Human officially came out. You can see they have the new, not supposed to be Resident Evil, but definitely Resident Evil. Jeez, look at this skin. That's definitely, clearly a Wesker and clearly an Ada Wong. But we're gonna try it again. We're going to get back into Once Human. We did start a new server, and I've already started putting up bases and stuff, but we're going to catch up from there as I try to refamiliarize myself with Once Human. So we're going to try to go through all... Oh, well, here we go. New scenario available. What is this? I can do this later. We're just gonna do a very basic one here. So, as you can see, I've got my little base set up already. Very beginning. Let's see, why just click on all the things. Here's all the details and stuff. They'll give you lots of information. This is for people who have never played the game and some people who have played the game before. Stick to English, the keywords, logging beaver, baseball bat, rather. Gosh, okay. We don't need that for right now. But this is the little base I've set up on the beach. And over there was, over there. Hold on, over there. There we go. I'm learning the controls again. That's a base of the streamer I saw today who got me. She's really cool. She sounds like a fun person. So she's like, come on, guys. People should come join the game. Because she just got on the server. So I was like, oh, what the hell. I was going to do it anyway. So... last time I played this game, I played with a couple people I knew at the time. I don't think they play anymore. So, part of the fun of this game is partnering up with folks. And this is, I forgot this person's name. Let me go check out. They got all the fancy stuff. They spent money on this game, which I have not. But they've got these cool, these are very cool. So, oh, I got a little cat bed and everything. I'm going to sleep in your cat bed. She's going to be mad at hell at me. She's like, why you sleep in my cat bed? Why you sleep? Oh, Lord. I'm sleeping sideways. I'm not even sleeping on the bed. I'm sleeping sideways on the bed. Okay, never mind. But, so an overview for people who are new to Once Human. She's got deviations. I have deviations too. I haven't set them up yet. But you have deviations. They go in these little containers. These look really cool. I'm going to have to ask this person where they got them from. And, again, the basic setup. But being that I do not like spending money on... This game is free to play, by the way, so if you're watching this, haven't played it, it's free. You can play it on mobile, you can play it on Steam. So if you want to download it and come join the fun, then join the fun. But I don't do a lot of that stuff as far as the custom builds and everything else, but I do have fun playing this game. So we're going to get into it. I'm in the very early stages of it now, so I've got to do a lot of stuff. As you can see in the top right corner there, it says main story guide, take a short break. I already did that. So you have a lot of options. Essentially the story of this game, this character, which is me, is a meta human. And you're in this world called Narcult, something like that. And it's basically a zombie apocalypse, post-apocalyptic story. The world's falling apart, yada, yada, yada. Walking Dead, Last of Us, etc., etc. The difference here is that this game has a lot of Lovecraftian influence, and if you're familiar with H.P. Lovecraft, you know the kind of monsters that he created. Some people say he was a monster himself, but we won't get into that. Now this is a new one. Load handling, bonus effect, Oh. And this is the thing. I haven't played this game in months, and there's a bunch of new stuff in this game. They got new scenarios and everything else. The last one I played was way a winner. So I'm going to go through and try to go through my journey and get everything set up. We'll go through this as we go. If I try to explain everything with this game, it will take forever. So we're going to just go along and do our scenarios and do our task and everything else. You have commissions, you have everything else in here. So we're going to start with very simple task. Beginner minor. The mighty pickaxe. Rock shall quake before you. So track that task. Track this task too. Well, you're going to do one at a time. So let's mine. And mining is very simple. You just go to rocks. I'm going to heavily, like, you have sulfur here. I wouldn't suggest doing sulfur. It's not really needed for early in the game. Some of these, like shell rock, you can get food, shellfish from there. So shellfish is food. Food is important. Hydration is important. You won't necessarily die if you don't have a lot of food, but, you know, it'll slow you down. Shell rock here. So the thing with these shell rocks, gather any ore 5 times. I want to get copper. The main thing you want at the beginning is copper, and here's a lot of copper right here. Now, I'm a little advanced here because I imported, as you can see here, I have some imported tools for my backpack. So I have a logging chainsaw from a previous playthrough. It really helps to use that instead of, they want you to get the logging, where is that thing? Like, you have a crude pickaxe and a copper pickaxe. You have to craft some of this stuff at the early in the game just to do it, but I have an electric drill and an advanced fishing rod and a logging chainsaw, which I brought over from a previous Let's Play. And I mainly did that because I don't really want to... I don't want to futz around with stuff too much. Okay, can we put these? Let's take all these out of here, by the way. Activator I want. Curiosity catcher don't really need. All this stuff is new. So yeah. So let's do our first task, which is we got to gather any ore a few times. And we also should talk to some people. Oh, it's a Japanese person. Or China. This Japanese or China? That's Japanese. So thumbs up that. And let's get moving. We're going to find some rocks. Now I got a little bit of weapons. I made a mistake though. I did not craft a melee weapon or bring over one of my melee weapons. Which is a mistake on my part. Oh wait, here we go. Got something going on here. There we go. Now you see on my backpack I got that little yellow ring that's going up there. That means there's a deviation nearby. So you can snap your fingers, which is the Q button, and you can find where this little box is. You can loot car trunks, portable fuel. Let's see where this guy is. Where are you, little fella? It's random. They also kind of tell you now. I see that. So do that. He's right there. He is right there. So we can shoot this guy. This little box. He's got a shield. That's the bottom bar. The top bar is their health shield. I'm wasting a lot of ammo here, but the early stages of the game. So you get goodies from it. A lot of this, they call them looter shooters, I think. I am not like super, as y'all know, who follow my channel for a while. I got out of gaming for a long time and just got back into it about a year or two ago, playing some old games. But I found stuff like this, like Once Human's a fun new game to play. But as you can see, like post-apocalyptic, somebody put graffiti on here. I don't know why they crossed out. Is it really not 28,000 miles to Route 86? What are you trying to tell me here? Oh, look, our first zombie-esque people. So these are people who have been infected by this thing called Stardust. And I'm just gonna murder. That's really bad to say, but you want to, in this part of the game particularly, because I have no armor, no nothing. You don't really want to get hit by these guys. But you want to loot as much as you can. And find all this goody stuff. You can make stuff on the stove if you want. You don't need to. But the main thing early on. Hey, get out of there. Is to not be a bad shot like me. And just loot stuff. You want to get as much stuff as you possibly can from everywhere early in the game. And again, you do your little snap. Collect recipes, you collect food, you collect weapons, you collect all kinds of stuff. But early on here, you're just really trying to gather resources as much as possible. Oh, BN Mart. BN Mart. BN Mart. I mean, this place looks like a dump. Small car, pib repair, blue lightning. We got all kinds of good stuff here. All right. Oh, we got a little spiders. Those things are annoying because they explode and they're poisonous. But you're constantly going to be walking around snapping your fingers trying to find stuff. So let's go through this. I'm going to go mine some ore. Try to find as much copper as possible. Copper is important in the first part of this game. Oh, there's a little deer. We gotta get those too. Now, if you're very sensitive, this game requires you to kill a lot of animals. And some of them are babies, like that baby fawn I just killed. It's pretty bad. But, yeah, if you're sensitive to that, this game is probably not for you, because you're gonna be killing a lot of animals. There's a rabbit right there. But it's a survival game. You gotta survive, man. Oh, the rabbit. Where'd it go? Rabbit go. Come here, rabbit. Here, rabbit. Here, rabbit, rabbit. Where are you going? I'm following my bad aim from not playing this game for about 5 months. Alright, here you go. Rabbit. Rabbit. Stop making me look bad. Rabbit. Rabbit. Alright, we're just gonna shoot it. And now you can snap your fingers. If you shoot something you can't find it, you can snap your fingers and it'll show you where it is. You see there's a rabbit right there. We get a little fuzzy rabbit hide. Alright. Enough of that stuff. We need some corn too. Sulfur again, you don't really... Whoa! Where are you running to? Come back here. That's funny. Sometimes I never noticed that when I first played this game that the Deviants actually chase. I'm just wasting ammo. The Deviants actually chase the animals sometimes, so the animals run away. Like that poor deer. That is now dead. I need your hide though. Now the reason you want to kill them, boy, he's glitching all to hell. Is you want the deer meat, but more importantly, you want the deer hide. You need the hides to craft. Armor and weapons and all kinds of stuff. Oh. I'm being a horrible shot today. Alright. Press that. Monster bus. Wait for me. Wait for me, monster bus. Wait for me, monster bus. Don't go away. Come back. Go away. I want the monster bus. Don't go anywhere. Let me on. With your ugly feet. I think I already got the, Yeah, no, we don't. Here we go. A lot of people don't notice. It's like, oh, I claimed mine today. You can get on this bus and claim, stuff. It's like a, demonic... bus stop. There you go. Nice little headshot there. Alright, getting back into it. Level 7. The other thing is just level up as quickly as you can. I'm completing stuff I don't even know I'm completing. Oh. some more copper. Y'all over there having a party. Look at this. I see you in there. There's one in there, one over there. He's praising the Lord. He's catching around, but we really don't need to mess with those guys right now. We can just get some more ore, and then we're gonna go back to our base a little bit. All right, so got that done. What is load handling? All right, we got that. Let's see. Now we're gonna get into this water thing in a second. You want water so you can get salt. So what you can do, and this is a tip we've learned from others, we want to collect a lot of salt water, so seawater. So you're getting seawater here. This is how you make salt, and later on you'll see why I want to get as much salt as possible. Now we're going to take that for now in case we're done with that. So you got your little stove here. We can just make salt and just keep making salt. And I need to make some more charcoal so I can make more salt. We need some copper ingots too. Alright, so we got that running. And our disassembly bench. Now, a lot of people have asked, I've seen before people have asked, do any of these materials mean anything? None of this is worth anything. All this stuff that you gather is just for you to disassemble under this icon. So you can disassemble those. And they give you materials. And these are materials you can actually use in the game. This gear these are other things. You can break down some of these. I've imported some stuff from my prior games, so you can do that. And there's nothing else really right here. I've got a lot of mods too that I'm going to be using. A lot of these mods I kept all my mods, so I'm going to be using those a lot in this game. Because one thing they did is, for some reason, I had this really awesome weapon, and it's gone. So I want my it's the Pulse crossbow, and I want it back. Anyway. Let's get back down here. Salt. Oh, what do I want to do first? I wanted to build more structures. So let's keep building our base here. Copy that. Here. Put it there. Here. There. There. Did that do it? Yep, that did it. Alright, so we got leveled up there. Laying foundations, good for that. And you want to go into here in your journey, you'll see the little boxes will tell you stuff you claimed. And again, you get energy links, battle passes, experience, and everything for doing that kind of stuff. So let's see what else we got on our task. Now, you see some of these say simplified. These are tasks that I did when I originally played the game. So I don't really have to do them again. You just kind of have to go back there, and I'll show you. Like, the Monolith agreed, defeat Rift Entity and secure Deviation. That's something we can do really easily. And Sutherland is still wandering endlessly in the orchard. Again, another one that you can just go back and complete it easily. You'll meet a mysterious pilgrim who claims a miracle is nearby. That's a miracle chase. I don't think I ever did that one really. Smelting basics. Smelt 50 ingots of any material. We can do that one right now. So let's try that one. So we'll just do a bunch of ingots. The copper ingots. Let's do some more charcoal here. Alright, I think everything's going. Might want to get some more salt going. Alright, everything is cooking. Alright, got some salt. Get all this salt together. And what we're going to do, we could collect all the salt, and then we're going to just make some more. This was not even done yet. Let's see where we're at now. Yep, and as you can see, how much my level increased just by doing salt. So, there you go. Some copper ingots. I'll make some arrows for my, since I do have my pulse rifle now. There we go. Pulse thing. I need copper arrows. I need some logs. What else can we get here? Healing bandage, antibiotic. We need a drone shot. This, I don't ever really use any of this, but it's just good to have some on hand. Healing bandage, get one. Antibiotic, we'll get one. And load handling, we're already done with that. Alright. Journey complete. Let's take some more of this. Build a crafting bench. What else we got here? Unlike my medics, HP recovery, and activator. So let's go to medics. Let's get some healing going on here. HP recovery. I think we got plenty for that. Basic gear. What we got? Don't really need any of this right now. Raid set I do need though, so let's get that. We already have that though. Firepower range. Advanced ammunition. You can wait on that for a little bit. Adrenaline shots. We got that. Pyramid medic specialization. The specializations are interesting because you can reset the ones you get. Bed, a place to call home. That one's not really good. Stove, long-term storage. Doubles the shelf life of your dishes. That could be useful. Explosive stack. Don't really need that. Moonlight mining. I don't really need that. So let's get out of here. Let's try it again. Oh, we took a picture of it. That's funny. I don't know. Stove, long-term storage. Doubles your shelf life of dishes you cook. I'm probably going to be the cook here, so let's get that one. We'll do that one. That's fine. The one there's two I'm specifically looking for, and then we can get those. We'll probably get those later. Let's see. And let's add some mods to this. Pulse rifle. What do we got here? Now, these are all by different attributes here. The pulse rifle one, obviously I'm going to stick with the power surge stuff. We got an surge amplifier here for violent. We got a shock diffusion. You're looking for crit damage. This one's got some good crit damage. We're going to start with this one and equip that one. So that gives your weapon a little boost here, as you can see. Accessory, we don't really need accessory. Ammo, we already got that loaded up. Cosmetics, do we have any cosmetics yet? Nothing yet. Alright, I'm gonna go to this gun. Shock, nah, I don't want that right now. We're gonna get something else for the gun. Stun baton, we want to get some shock diffusion. Triggering amplify surge stats. We'll try that one. Again, we're gonna continue to refine this as we go along, but the next thing we want to do is we want to get the rustic set. Oh, look at that. There's something on the roof. Alright. Let me grab this off the roof. A lot of these oh, here we go. Hey, yeah! That's the one thing about this I'm seeing is that this jumping There we go. Gonna take a little getting used to. Gonna take some getting used to. Alright. Anything else in here that we missed before? And you can basically go around and just spam your F key if you're using a these guys are like standard enemies here. They're not really difficult, and again, I've got amped up weapons, so they're not gonna really hit me. These crates are the ones you want the most though. Where is it? Look at that. Pulse rifle's ridiculously overpowered. Nice. Got blast frag suit, that's pretty cool. But always hit your search, because you never know what goodies you're gonna find around here. Oh, we got a whole bunch of stuff in here. Oh, this. Goodies everywhere. Oh, there's goodies in the basement. Let's not go down there yet. Get as much as I can from up here first. So you'll see that glowing box over there, so that means that there's a special box, which there is right here. We got some notes, field guide for future tasks. All that for a roasted orange. That wasn't really that. We got a roasted orange out of that. That wasn't really what I was expecting as far as a big buy here. Oh, I remember this area. And there's the danger of those spiders. They can screw you up really quickly. But I've got activator to heal me up. Let's see what else we got here. What's in here? Door. Hello. Ooh, what are you guys doing back here? Nothing naughty, I assume. This is disgusting. Can you clean up down here? God, I hate when they come in the stock room and they just leave crap everywhere. Look at this mess. It's gonna clean this crap up. Ooh, nice. Scout jacket, cool. Journey complete, nice. Alright, let's get out of here. I think we got enough to make our deviation cradle container. Because right here is one of the earlier bosses in the game. Plus you want to grab this weapons. Oh. Uh-huh. Got the zero purifier. Now you can shoot those hit points on its legs. And again, I got this. Oh, we can just fly over him this time. He hits the ground. You're encountering this enemy a lot. You just don't want to be there when he's doing his thing. The glutton. So angry. Why are you so aggro? You're dead now. Those little light lantern flies are annoying too. Alright. We got our stuff. We got something special here. What we got? Arrows. We got our arrows back. Oh, I hear one of them. There you are. Annoying little buggers. Okay. Now, let's find this little dude's around here somewhere. Where are you? Oh, there he is, right there. No, you're not getting away. Come back. Don't make me have to hit you. Oh, you little. Come here. Stop running. You can't run. You can't run. Can't run now. You got no legs. Ah, more Stardustosaurus. Nice. And did we get any? Yeah, there we go. Got plenty of metal scraps. Okay, waste recycle. More skills finished. And now we can. Now this is one of the funnest part. This is the part of the game that's a lot of fun. We got our little cradle here. Now I want to get the first one. I want to get. I've imported some of these from my prior builds, of course. The jelly I didn't get because I really don't need it right now. But what I do want to kind of get is I want to either get the Digby Boy, which or the Wish Box. I think the Digby Boy. Let me get the Prism one. Post this guy in here. So you can see here, this is a skill rating. The skill ratings are like from 1 to 5. I think it's the highest one. They have different traits. So, like for this one, the appearance of the deviation has changed. When activated and working, it has a 15% chance to not consume mood. So this guy can work a little bit better. Growing pains. You can refill its deviant power with its mood. Since it was already there, I'm going to do that. But its mood will go up. Now you can increase its mood by using red light. We can play some music, and we can connect it to electricity. None of which we can do now. This little guy will dig and mine for us. And if you come back every so often, you'll find what it finds here. And that'll count for, like, you getting copper and gravel and all kinds of stuff. So, and she was just telling us the rules of this event. So this is a special event. We are now at the end of my first week back in the game. And I'll show you guys what I've been doing. Basically, the end results of all the stuff I told you guys to do earlier. And so, you got all these little, this is my first time here too. This event only lasts for a couple weeks. It'll be over pretty soon, and there's all kinds of stuff you can do here. And I think you gotta talk to this guy to get stuff first. There are so many treasures available. Don't miss out on this wonderful opportunity. So, we need tickets, I'm assuming. So I have 500. A ticket for participating in a Dream Pop game mode. This can be redeemed at Dreamland Wonder coins, okay. And Transcendence Top. I guess we need tickets. Yes, I'll get tickets. There we go. Spent all our money already. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna spend a ticket. I guess a lot of people are getting a lot of tickets to play this, so alright. I'm not sure. I've not even crafted a shotgun because that's what we got here, it looks like. Yeah. Alright. 3, 2, 1. For the big ones. How are those? Rare ones. Oh, God. Waiting for something. Got a rare one there. I could probably get an augmentation to get my reload speed up a lot faster so I can do this a little bit better. But not that one. It's a logging beaver. What's this? I don't know what that was. Some kind of chef Chephosaurus there. Or Rex. Oh. Gosh. What's this? What is that? I don't know what that was, but we wanted. I know I got that one already. We're out of time. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. See, what do we get? We got a high logging beaver. We got a high xeno purifier. Pup buddy, that's one I wanted. Okay, because I that's a new one that I did not see last time I played this game. Got a good mini feaster, Rayman. I got a couple of these. I got these already. Frog the Leaper, definitely wanted to keep that one. I've just found a Masonic Pyramid. This let's play, but this is the one, Atomic Snail. That's the one you want. So, I built a base. Now, I'm going to tell you what, this is a loose interpretation I have of something from Metal Gear Solid 2. You'll figure that out once I'm done. But here's this is like my intermediate, opening, beginning to middle. Yes, yes, Chephosaurus. Let me. Yeah, yes. Okay, yes. Here, you feel better now? You're so insecure. I was trying to explain to the people what's going on here, okay? So, this is my beginning of the game to the middle of the game base setup. I found this works for me the best, so if you like it, cool. If not, cool. But here's some of the deviations I'm using right now. Mainly the rain guy here, because Rain Man allows for us to get our plants watered when we start out. We got him early before we had, we're about to replace him though, because we've got some other updates. Always got to keep one of these guys on you, festering gel. That's just great for healing. Just got this guy recently, which is supposed to be good for, because of some of the bonus effects this guy gives, it's good for the pulse rifle. But this is a kind of a Starfall inversion version of the mini feaster, so definitely want to check this out and try this and see how this works with my pulse weapon, which I'll show you guys in a second. This guy is pretty handy too. This deviation will give you repair parts, so basically you can repair broken stuff without having to spend the way you have to come back to base and do all that stuff. I'll show that. I'm sure we'll be using that pretty soon. Here's the wish box. Now the wish box, like I told you guys, I'm mainly using this to convert all the salt I'm getting into. Hey guys, how you doing? All the salt I'm getting into something useful. So here's the kitchen setup, and as you can see right here, I've got a bunch of different stoves working. I just unlocked the advanced stove, and again, if you're wondering, why do you have all these stoves and why are you doing all of this? Well, I like to play some of the story, but I also don't like waiting to have to level up so I can get some of the better stuff in the game. So if you have a bunch of, if this is a trick that I think a lot of people already know about, but if you don't know about it, I'll explain it briefly. When you refine salt from the seawater, see, you get how much experience you get, 89. If you do this on multiple stoves over time, you will get a lot of experience. So you basically can level up. It's kind of a cheat code to leveling up real fast. And you know, I don't have to like examine them. You can just come down here. It gets pretty routine after a while. Just hit G when you stand next to them. It'll clear out all your all the salt that you've now cooked. I think I got one more back there. I got a stove back here. I didn't even clear it out. Oh, did I? I think they're all cleared out. All right, cool. And now I got a ton of salt, and then you just keep doing it again. I've got nothing but sugar right now, so we'll have to come back to that later. But we can find our. Oh, hello. I have to introduce you to Mrs. Bear too. I have a bear friend. I have a bear friend too. So there you go. All right. So we basically go up in here. We go to item transformation for our wish box, and we just take all of this salt. We just dump it into the wish box, and it will create something different for us. You can also get rid of some other stuff, like if you got extras, I usually dump them in the wish box, or if something's like I don't need 5 of these right now, so I can just dump one of these in here and see what else it'll give me for that. So the wish box will do its thing, and then you just go basically go back over to its case, and when it's done processing it, you can get all kinds of stuff from there. Let's see. Yes, Bear Friend here. So I took the Beastmaster career path that's new to the game now, and that allows me that allows a lot of fun stuff. I have baby gold tatas here, and she's living pretty healthy. She's living pretty healthy. Now the thing is, you can assign a whistle, right? So I've got this red whistle assigned to her, and you can give them some sort of armor. Like you can buy armor for your. I've got the beast carapace right now for your little beast. You basically become like Beastmaster from that really old, bad, cheesy '80s fantasy film.
Face the unknown and discover the incredible link between man, animal, and all that is phantasmagorical.
But if you're in battle, you can. I've done it quite a few times. You can use the whistle and summon the bear, and the bear, my particular bear, will attack. And it's kind of backup if you get a little overwhelmed. So it's pretty cool. Plus, the other thing about it, you can see what all the so you see that here. Are those deviations edible? You can see what all of the animals are thinking. They'll get these thought bubbles over them. So that's our friend there. Let's go up to the roof. Show you guys the roof up here, and you'll start to get an idea. Here's my garage. Just leaving it on the roof for now. Here's the tray, because you gotta feed baby tatas here. So got some fish in there for some oranges. Bears, I don't know if this still applies because I didn't see the requirements on the food, but I remember the last time I played this game, the food was specific to the animal. So bears like oranges and fish, and you always got to give them water. They stay hydrated, so that'll keep your bears happy. And as you can notice, as I said, there's something about Metal Gear. Kind of see if you guys can point it out before I had to point it out to you. But I'm not finished with it yet. I got 2 more to build. These little hexagon towers, kind of like the big shell from Metal Gear Solid 2. And they got little funny things in them. So that's a garden over there. That's my where I'm growing all my food and stuff, is on that tower. Then I have another tower here. That's for energy, and we'll look at that one. That's in the process of being updated. And there's the animal farm right there, where all the animals are. So, let's go down here. Well, we can't get past Big Butt here. Sorry, Big Butt. You got the way. Yeah, we got, just updated our furnace. Main thing I want to get right now is Stardust, because I can get Stardust source and convert it. I can get Stardust fragments and convert it to Stardust source. So that's handy for what I'm doing, the way I like to play this game. Again, you can play this game. There's no like real one way to play the game. It depends on just like messing around with the game, and then if you find something you like, then you kind of follow that path on how to best optimize for that. Updated the workbenches. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. It's all upgraded now. I think I'm done. I got my this little statue from the little sweeping deviant. Fireproof plastic is pretty helpful. So that's that, and here we have the here's my little rain guy. So Rain Man is raining on plants that need water. I haven't gotten a Buzzy Bee yet, but this is all going to get replaced because we just upgraded to get the irrigation system, so we're not going to need Mr. Rain Man for much longer. He can chill out in Deviation Land and hang out. But this is just a little mini farm, and I found out if you just build these like this and stack them on top of each other, it keeps it condensed, and it's okay to look at. And then if, other people, I don't know if anybody else will get the reference once this is finished, because they got 2 more towers to build. But the big shell from That's what the inspiration was. And you can see down there, if we aim down there, you can see a big shell, right? So, I put a little gasoline haha on there for our power station over here. And I got to connect these with the bridge at some point in time. But here's our power station. The solar panels were on top. I just took those down because we are now in the small biomass generator phase, which you get a lot from them. A lot more power than you do from the solar generators at this point in the game. And you see those little battery snakes? Those are electric eels. Yes, ha ha, ha ha ha. Electric eels. And this is again why I have this set up. Hold on, Mr. Radio. Pause for a minute. But this is why I have them down here. So these deviants are basically just for power. As I accidentally shoot it. These are electric eels. They're for power. You keep these in your base because what they'll do is they'll find out any of your power sources and they'll improve. They'll boost, as it says, increases the power limit of generators according to the electric eel energy level. So the higher they are, the more you're going to get boosted. And that can be very helpful if you start getting into like the middle part of the game and you start like producing water, you want to produce acid, you want to produce oil, fuel. You have to really get your power consumption in check. And here I'm already doing this. I'm using this too to help pump the salt water now. So instead of me having to, pump it to scoop it by hand, which is faster. But while I'm not doing that, I can get these water pumps. Right now, they're just pulling in the salt water into the seawater into here so I can make salt from it. And this is all going to get updated again. This is all just this is part of the fun, quote unquote, of the game, is having to figure out what the best setup is for your time of your play and what you like to do, what you're interested in. It's kind of fun. And those are all connected together. See, my animals are still talking. They're still chit-chatting. Now you see here I have meatless meals on the plant tower, but over here on the it's too quiet. It's too quiet. Something definitely is wrong. My alligator is panicking. It's not good. But over here I have canned beef next to the deer. So here's the animal farm. They all got. Have you eaten anything? Have you eaten? Oh, they ate a lot. I need to get you some food. Need to get you some grub. Alright, I gotta go hunting for the alligator now. Well, there's the gator. The tongues still freak me out because their tongues are still deviant tongues. So it's kind of messed up. Plus, plus she tends to get in the way. I'm gonna have to reconfigure this setup to get past her because they tend to like to sit on the. I wonder if it's because it's hot on the stone or whatever, but they like to sit on the stairs, so you can't use the stairs. I'll have to make a workaround for that. But that's that. So those are the stations right now. And as we progress on, you'll see how they change, and we're going to make different versions of these and a different version of the main house too. And we have some of our prior adventures on the those are pictures from my Way of Winter playthrough. Because here's the thing about this game, it's free. I think I've spent maybe $6 on buying something from this game, and I don't remember what it was. But a lot of people spend a lot of money on this game. You can. I don't have anything against that. But I find that I enjoy this game a lot more if I know somebody spent like $800 on this game. So I'm like, yeah, no, that doesn't sound right to me. But, again, do what you want. But that's not the way I want to play. So I'll buy something if it's really, really cool. Oh, look, we got a deviated. Ooh, we got a deviated bee. Look how it glows in the night. That's freaking cool. So if you have if you grow deviated, and these are worth more because you can do a lot more with deviated plants than regular plants. It's mutated and become part of the new world. So that's the big shell ? for right now in progress. And yeah, I think now we can, and since I haven't shown it, I think it's fun now at this point. So I'm on, I think I'm level, what level am I, 37? Yeah, I'm on level 37 right now. So I guess we can go, I'll show you guys some of the, we'll go through the, I should have recorded at the time when I did them, but we'll go through some of the boss fights. I'll do it as this character, or maybe I'll handicap myself a little bit, or just show you guys what they look like. But there's a big part of the game is going to these silos and these monoliths. So you have the Monolith of Greed in this area. You have the Gaia Cliff Monolith in this area, and there's other ones on the map. And each one of them is like a boss fight. You also have these Securement Silos. These are kind of like, not quite boss fights, they're just like dungeon levels with mini boss fights in them. So the game's broken up pretty well. I like the design of that you can, and basically just hop around and do different missions. There's so much to do in the game. And depending on how you want to play, you can play any way you want to. You can go straight into the storyline, or you can bypass it altogether and just build houses and hunt forever, or you know, you don't have to do any of the missions. You can just, like, if you just like building stuff and want to buy all the new building things. I know some people probably do that. So, but yeah, we're gonna check out. I got the next one to do is the Mirage Monolith. I'm gonna do that one. That's the next one I was about to do. So, but since I didn't show that on camera, we'll go back to the Monolith of Greed. But you can always come back here, and it is a good practice to come back to these, and as you get more experience, to keep facing enemies, because you'll get more equipment, more items, more things that you can deconstruct and build into other things. So that's a good, this is being a looter shooter, as they call it, something like that. That's kind of the main one of the main objectives of the game, is just to go around and collecting as much stuff as you possibly can. So got a little med kit here on the wall before you go in here. You can go either downstairs or upstairs, it doesn't really matter. And just go over to Rift Beacon. Now, once you get up to a certain level, or you start getting a group, you can do hard mode, because hard mode, you get better. Somebody's blasting in the background. You get better equipment. In pro mode, you really, you know, you can see the bonuses that you get increase with those other modes. So you get Eclipse Cortex with that one. But we're going to do the normal one so I can just show you guys. This is really simple, so I can show you guys what it looks like.
Help me! Shouldn't have tried to take what was yours. Forgive us. You are truly a great one.
Yeah.
Mercy, please.
Even without their submission. We are still waiting.
Yeah, that's somebody's nightmare come to life there. Again, that Lovecraftian thing. Now, here, I've got... This is going to be a very easy battle for me. So, but you want to go for the head. Now I'm going to do it this way. You can grab his weapon and shoot him. I was a little late on that. He'll eventually go immune. When he goes immune, you want to run to the side here. Because what's happening next is that. Gonna get a couple of those spawning up. Get another one on the other side of the room. Can wait for him to shoot off his laser. hide behind these big crates. You take this one out. Again, my pulse cannon makes it way too easy. So let's switch to the. Now you can trade with him early on. Because you see I barely took damage there. You shoot at him. So once he goes immune again, you know what to do. Go back behind your cover. Angry Chicken's gonna yell again. There you go. Wait for those to pop up. Take those out. If you're a good shot, take the other one out from the other side of the room. Just like that. And that's it. Switch back to the other gun because the pulse rifle is a little bit unfair. You can try to dodge those, but even if you get, like I said, at my level, you get hit by those. Not that big a deal. And that will do it. Music is so dramatic. I will give them the people at Once Human props. This is the boss fights are better than I thought they would be from this kind of a game. So usually, and this doesn't always happen. The first, ooh, I got a special festering gel. Look at that one. That's the one I wanted. Cool. You usually get a festering gel with this one. Hopefully I get it. Should be able to get it. Got 4 chances to get it. I got it. That's the marine. That's the one I wanted. And you get a loot crate. So this used to be something called controllers. They got rid of that system because it was kind of ass. But you can see you get a bunch of different stuff. And this is why you keep coming back to these dungeons and these boss fights. Because some of these resources, like the weapon mod parts, and some of these lower gear mods, you can convert those to something useful. So I usually come here a couple of times. Come back and fight this boss a couple times. Same thing with the silos. But let me collect my arrows here. You know, the whole point in using the arrows is that you don't have to reload. You don't have to make new ammo all the time. All right. So let's go back to this one. And then after this, we'll go to the second boss fight. The next Monolith. And I'll show you guys how that one looks. I think this is the easiest boss in the whole game. Especially for me, again, with the pulse build, this is pretty darn easy. But this jump mechanic, I will say that too about, because I haven't commented on this floating jump mechanic server thing event that they've got us on. It's fun at sometimes. It makes finding some of the mystic crates a lot easier because they used to be real hard to find. You have to climb up a bunch of things to find it now, but you can just jump real high in the sky and find all the mystic crates and everything else that's on top of the buildings. However, if you're trying to do like little jumps or whatever, it's a pain in the butt. Alright, so the Deviant is the next one. This is the level 30 deviation boss fight. Again, we're not going to do hard or pro because it even tells you, like, it recommends that you don't play this by yourself. You know, 4 players recommended. I've seen nightmare level as well. So let's go into this one. And again, if you are a person who's just starting this game out, this method's going to work for you and everybody else. You know that this one's real super easy, so I don't need to tell you. I don't need to tell you what to do. It's pretty much straightforward. So let's see. Deviant. That's pretty freaky. This game is funny because it's like, that is like genuinely just gnarly, nasty, scary kind of mess. And then it's like, oh. So this one's pretty simple. You see, you got these tentacles there, and there. So you have to take them out, and usually you have to jump over and do it. But if you have a long-range weapon like this or a sniper rifle, you just pick those off real quickly. So you get one, and you gotta hit all three of them. So from here I can hit the next one, I think, if it'll let me hit it. Got those buggers there messing with me. So take that one out. And I'll take that one out. And now you can hit the, you can look for the anime lady in the middle. And just, if again, you get the pulse, this thing's gonna make, you see the health bar melting for the boss here. It's not even much of a contest. And that's it. It's over. My girl didn't even get to do her thing over here. She's trying. She wants to freeze somebody. Sorry. You didn't get to freeze anybody. I just cracked my ankles coming down from there. I forgot to float down. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, if you're a sniper, that one should be easy for you. If you're archer with the pulse, like again, I got the pulse thing, so you can just come back to this. Now, the harder levels, it's way more complicated than that. So take advantage of some of these drops when you can by just doing that simple technique. You want to find stuff. There's this chart on the side. You can do this. You can uncheck everything else. And say I want to find securement silos. It'll highlight them for you. So all you have to do now is look on the map and go, hey, where are my securement silos? There's one up here. I think there's another one over here. This is 35. And they'll tell you the level. Everything on here suggests a level to get in it. But we're going to start with Sigma. And now I noticed that they allow you to teleport directly to them. So let's give that a shot. And I'll show you guys what this silo looks like. So there's always this T-Man guy here. He always has some stuff. I've already done this one, so he's always got some stuff to tell you. You want to get that. Basically, these are bounties that he takes from people who've been wronged most of the time. And then you can go in and handle them. And again, they're just kind of like the boss battles. You have different levels in which you can go at them. Pro, expert, all that stuff. Again, I suggest getting it with a group to do that kind of stuff. But this initial one, I'll show you guys real quickly how to do this. I've got this new deviation too. I just got that lifts you up like that. That's interesting. All right, so we usually I snipe these guys from here. I don't know all that destruction just from my little sniper rifle. Then these guys will roll out like this. So you want to get this guy up here. Get him, keep him from doing his shenanigans. So I'm basically taking... Again, this pulse bow is so overpowered for this stage of the game, but... Again, this is a walkthrough, so I'm showing you guys all the little nifty things you can do in the game. There's a lot of little extra goodies down here, so make sure you snap your fingers before you snap some necks. I think there's something over here, yeah? Yeah, there's something over here. Okay, hit that guy, hit that turn up there first.
You'll never hit me.
Oh, yeah, I'll never hit you? Oh, yeah? Watch this. Looks like I did. And a bunch of other stuff, too. Hit that over there. don't forget that med kit there. There's a storage container over here, and along that other wall on that desk is a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, you're still alive. How are you still alive? Thought I got everybody. Guess not. Alright. Some stuff over here. Trash can. Again, you just spam your F key and you'll basically get all the stuff. You won't miss much because they all kind of just fly towards you if you're in range. You're like a magnet for resources. Come in here, get these guys. Alright. We got it. What are you guys doing here? Playing tic-tac-toe? What is this? They're figuring out how to get into the thing. Got some equations here. The detail is pretty good. So I never even read this stuff. Observations: 1, the corridor; 2, distorted in shape; 3, deviants. Well, that didn't look like it. Whatever that was, it didn't look like it worked well for whoever was doing it. All right, don't forget this health in the corner, and come in here. Now, I think there are those little floating deviants may still be around. I don't know if that's still part of... I haven't seen one yet. So if you get confused where you go into this, this is like every movie you've ever seen. You go into the ventilation shaft. Which it always remarks, I'm always marveled by how every time somebody makes a ventilation shaft, they always look so clean. Knowing full well that stuff is full of dust and disease and COVID and everything else, but they always look clean in video games and movies. Or maybe they just gotta get clean. Who knows? The other thing you can do, you can snipe these guys. Oh, there's one of those. See that? You get 3 of those, you get an extra bonus item. And there's another deviation I just got. Or not a deviation, a power-up I got that's pretty awesome. I might show you guys later. It's called the Predator, and I think it's new for this scenario. So just go around, make sure you grab everything. Now, there's 2 ways you can go from here. One, there's stuff up that ladder, so let's go up here first, actually. I always do it the other way, but let's do it this way for this play. Guy's sitting right there, he'll shoot you. But he is of no consequence. Grab the stuff out of the crate. Get some goodies. So you want to get all those. And now, if you come over here, you've got an access card. If you've taken out all those guys. And this access card, Rosetta V3 access card, will allow you into this back area. And this is what they were testing. This is where all the notes were on the wall. So these silos are basically around anomalies, and this anomaly, this one's can be rough if you're in the early parts of the game and you don't have, so I suggest getting your ammo and your guns primed for this one, because this can be difficult. Again, right now it's going to be a little easier for me because the I keep calling this pulse rifle, the pulse crossbow can take out multiple enemies at a time, which for this kind of a level is really good. So they're just gonna keep coming through these portals. Some will come through the side. If you kill them on this platform, they turn into like little stuffed animals, which is kind of weird. I think somebody's nearby me, huh? I hear these big guys. Do not let those big dudes get close to you, because they do that, and their blood is poisonous. Alright, we got some sneaky sneakers coming up on the side here. See? Yeah, see, that's disgusting. Look at that. And that's toxic until it clears away. So you don't want to step in it, or you'll get, see, damage. These guys are flying. Use my, you're probably going to be doing more of this. fluttering near my head. I hear a fluttering. There's a bug or something nearby. Or big guys. Blow them up back there. Just kind of try to keep everything as far away from you as possible. And eventually, once you get... It's basically a... what do you call it? Oh, look at you guys. King of the hill. And look, see, they turn into little stuffed animals. This game is so weird in the best way possible. Like the creativity on some of the stuff. Again, it's very Lovecraft inspired. And then you get the big boss guy. So he's got a teddy bear. It's a crane. He's got a teddy bear that if you let him go long enough, he'll throw it at you. But I'm going to take him out before that. And at that point, you can pretty much go down here and start, if you're like me, and use the arrows. Collecting your arrows. Get a couple more points here and there. You'll probably pick up a lot of acid here as well. I gotta go back on the stand because you gotta stay on that stand in order for this to complete, but I want to collect some stuff first. See what we got. Mostly we got our arrows back. Alright, but you gotta stand on this platform. Wait for this to complete. And there you go. And kill whatever was buzzing around here. And that's it. And then you get your little bonus here. You got crit bonus. Alright, pretty good. Crit stats, probably, like most, as I understand, most of these games is pretty important. So you want to get all that stuff done. And that's pretty much most of the securement silos in this game. They all have a little special area where the research was happening. There's another one of those guys. You see I got locate and destroy the deviated items. That's 2 or 3, so there's one more around here. And there it is. And you get your extra. Now I want to show the let's do the whistle. I wanted to show you guys how to use the whistle. I'll put the whistle right there. So we're going to call our bear in to help us with the boss fight here. So we got some more talents here. And let's call in the big bear. The big bear. That's my one of my exes used to call me. Oh god, I can't believe I just shared that on here, but whatever. Hey man, it's life. It's a little slice of life moments that make it all worthwhile. Come on, man. Come on. We got work to do. You can't sit there and chill out. Ah, shoot my bear. So the bear will take damage. I could, so let's just let him look at him mauling. Look at him go. Look at him go. And he'll distract them. And while he's distracting them, let's hurl this over at you. Like you guys shooting my bear up like that. And the bear just won it for us. And usually in the boss fight, once the bear is done taking out the boss, it'll disappear. So that is the advantage of Beastmaster, man. Like that bear pretty much looks like if you upgrade it enough, will wipe out most of the stuff for you. You won't even have to do too much. Just keep it fed and keep it upgraded, and you should be good. Don't forget the storage crate over here in the corner. It's kind of hidden. A lot of people miss that. And just go around and just make sure you're collecting everything here. I think I got everything. And after this point, you can collect your bonus, your loot crate. We got, oh, good. We got, what is that? We got a weak spot damage boost. That's a good one. Got a lesser one there. Armor mod, Stardust, Mr. Wish collection, which you can get those, and energy links, and a crumble to disassemble. So good stuff here all around, and that is our first Securement Silo. And the other silo you might be able to do by the end of week 1 is this, or the last one I did in week 1 was Securement Silo 5. And let's teleport there and have a gander at that one. Again, these silos, they're difficult. Some of them actually can be pretty difficult depending on how leveled up your character is. Mine is not all that leveled up to go to anything higher than the 35s right now. But this one you also shouldn't have too much problem with. Again, T-Man will give you the lowdown from the T-Man there. A weirdo with a TV for a head and a big smiling face. Kinda scary. Kinda scary. So, the first section in here, you got a lot of infected. So you can kind of sit here. Again, if you're a sniper, or an archer, which is what I am. You just kind of pick these guys off here in the background. So this dude standing over here. He doesn't need his head. And after a while, they'll all start attacking you. Eventually, anyway. Don't forget to get this chest. And now you're going to get a lot of guys showing up. Again, I'm just easy picking these guys off with this because I am way overpowered for this. You'll know it too if you have upgraded too much, because this will happen and you'll be able to like one-shot everybody in the dungeon. So you've moved on from this as a place of, unless you really need a resource that's in one of these places, you should probably keep to the higher. You're gonna get better rewards anyway, because at this point most of this stuff I really don't need anymore. And you go into this room. These guys are doing their Day of the Dead thing, eating bodies on the floor. Kinda gross. Kinda gross, guys. I mean, what does poor dude do besides? I mean, look at him. Look at him. His eyes are still open. That's some bull, man. He was alive when they were eating him. Oh, that is like a we make jokes about that because it's in like every zombie movie and Jurassic Park and stuff like that. But that is probably one of the worst ways you could die is being alive while something ate you. That's.
Containment breach detected.
Mark me down for no on that one. Hey, little guy, your little explosive head. Why are you carrying around freaking things with propane tanks on their backs? I mean, you helped me blow up stuff, so I appreciate that part, but you got some more Rosetta technical looking stuff. Somebody had a fun time designing that UI up there. That looks like every UI website UI package, futuristic edition. You can pull down on the online today. All right, back here you see again we got some of these random ones, little deviants. You gotta shoot the 3 of them again to get the bonus. Again, you kind of pick these guys off, especially the other gun, so we can look at this other direction. A lot of tanks in here, so you can take these guys down pretty easily. And this again is only if you're soloing, but you know. So let's get around here. We got one thing we gotta get before you progress on. So you want to go into this main part here. There's usually something over here, but this is the main box over here because this is the key card that you're gonna need. Okay. Now there is a little secret here. I don't know how much of a secret it is anymore, but most people know this. So right there, if you use your Molotov cocktail, anytime you see vines like this, you can throw it at him, and it'll burn him away. So if you're a person that's played this game and you never knew that's how, I mean, I know there's some people that never knew how to do that, but that's how you get through those vines. All right, got some bonuses here. Now, over here in the corner is this elevator, and this is the side sub-boss, sub-something area, basically where they did some whacked-out experiment. This looks like an elevator in downtown Baltimore. Complete with the, wow, the detail. They have the sticky, peeled-off old piece of paper on there. All the... That's pretty realistic there. Good attention to detail. So, again, you go through another one of these portals into the seepage zone, and we're in a hospital now. You belong to the dolls in the cabinet. Mom and Dad know this. Oh, do they now? Mom and Dad need to leave me alone if that's what they're... I'm not doing this toys in the attic thing. So go into the padded room. Let's get crazy. Oh, we crazy. We going crazy. We going crazy. Oh, we going crazy. The food and spoiled and everything. Alright. Now, if you're low experience, just try to mainly focus on that middle part right there. That's an umbrella boss. But if you're not, you can pick these guys off and get them from sniper rifle or your archer. You can just pick them all off on the back. Gotta get, sometimes your range might not be there. A little closer, I hit the guy, I didn't mean to, but now you can take him out, or her out. The Rainfall Reaper, that's gone. You'll get one of these guys popping up afterwards and a couple flies. So you can take them out too, just if you need acid or any other supplies once they're all down. You can pick up your drops here. Oh, that was something big. Didn't catch what it was. Oh, another bug. Some pretty good drops there. Decent stuff, decent stuff. Alright, so now you want to go in through the portal. And this is very short. It's not like the last one where you had to have that whole shooting range thing. You'll most likely get a Chephosaurus here, so if you haven't gotten one, let's see if we get a bigger one here. And then don't forget to get your bonus. We got some energy links, scorched earth, some precision, some mod parts, and stardust. And now you go back through the door. Again, like I said, this one's very simple. No shooting range this time. Alright, back through here. And back into the elevator. We're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Alright, open the door. Here we go. Alright, after you've done that, and you sing the Jefferson song, it's very important you sing the Jefferson's theme song. Otherwise, that won't work. So, now you go, since you got the key card earlier, you can now go through the door here with your access card. And I think around this corner. Now this one can be a little bit difficult again if you're just new to this and you're low level. I would suggest armor and learning how to dodge. You can also use something called, I mean, I guess I could use it in this one. I have plenty of them, but there's something else that might help you out here. And if you have the Weaver, you can pop one of these, What it does is if you roll away from an enemy, it'll trap the enemy in a web. So you'll see why in a sec. Well, you might not see why. It might take a while, but you can get a lot of enemies in this room and be chased around all over the place. I'm going to try to snipe everything so I don't have to do that. But I'll give one a shot and show you how that works anyway. If they don't come after me. Like that guy. So you're taking out these nests just like we have before in other dungeons. This guy lying about. Are you taking a nap? You're gonna be a lazy zombie monster. Oh, there you go. See, there it is. And you wrap them up in a web. Now, you're going to get that. You can get that ahead of time. There's a boss battle. You can get that in as well. But this is very helpful for this level if you haven't done the silent loop. So here comes this big dude. He pops up out of nowhere. Again, I got my trusty pulse rifle here. So that's pretty much the end of that. Now, if you don't take him out early, there's a lot of other critters around here. Blob monsters. Oh, you see here remnants of the blob monster over here. Those big fat guys that explode on you, so you know those are always bad news. And they're gross too, and they make the worst sound. I don't know who made the sound design on that thing. And then it blows up in your face, all happy and fat and pussed out. This is nasty, man. It's nasty. Make sure you pick up all the stuff here. There's a couple of little hidden crates around here and there. There's one in his car. I can remember where it is. Yeah, over here. There's one underneath here. Don't forget this box. All the goodies, all the goodies. And I guess we finished the other thing there. We got that. Ruthless Reaper talents. Nice. Whole bunch of stuff. So that's our looting here. And that is the second silo. Now, this is probably going to be about as far as you're going to get in week 1 if you're new. And honestly, at my level, even the level I'm at, I'm almost at 50. A lot of people can get 50 in a day. People can get 50 in a week, but I'm almost there. But you will get tired of... if you're grinding, it can get tired by this point. So, and the rest of the map hasn't opened up. And in week 2, more things open up and there's more to do. So you're not grinding as much. But that'll be next video as we continue to dive back in 1 year later after its launch. The open world looter shooter base building HP Lovecraft horror game, I don't know, whatever you call this thing. It's called Once Human. And if you guys like this kind of content and if you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comment box below. And of course, always subscribe to the channel and let other people know about it when you talk about video games on social media. See you guys here next time on the Rantin Review Gaming. Have a good day.